Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about letting go and acceptance, and sometimes a need to let go of letting go or accept that you don't accept. So hopefully at the end of the video, you'll have better understanding of your perspective on letting go. Where do you actually sit? Acceptance, where you actually are, and maybe if sometimes you might need to let go of the need to let go, where you need to accept that you can't accept. I've been doing this stuff for like 20 plus years now, and it's really a big part of breathing and meditation process, letting go. And it's also a huge part of the recovery process, letting go. And letting go and acceptance are kind of like brothers and sisters to me. So it's, a lot of stuff we can let go of like this, and for some people that can let go of one thing and they can't let go of another. And then their family member could be the exact opposite. So like they could get honked at in traffic and they'll carry it the whole day. Someone else is like, oh, maybe they were in a rush. Maybe they were going to the hospital. So different things affect people differently. So that's just something that happens. Just realize that when we're dealing with letting go and acceptance, we need to take this into ourselves. Like, where am I at with this? Not where someone else is. You can learn from a lot of people. You can read what they say, listen to them, like you're doing right now, but then internalize it and say, like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to implement this? What can I do? Know that we can't hold on to everything at all times. Unless you never sleep, at some point you can let go. So give yourself like a little check mark on that. So you might hold like this all the time, but you might, you do this when you sleep. You can't do this forever. This is what Sri says. This is what Gurudev says. You can't do this forever. At some point you have to do this. So if you're having, like, one easy technique for letting go and accepting is just see when just hold your hands, because this is what you're doing basically when you're holding onto something. Because it's usually something that you don't like. And hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And then eventually you have to let your hands go. You can't hold them like this forever. And when you do, it starts causing pain and the body. And then, it's so many things come from when we aren't able to let go. Most of the things we can let go of, because there's so many things that happen in the realm of the day. But I think the person that messaged me wasn't talking about something very simple. They're talking about like relationships, or they're talking about mistakes, forgiveness, control, material possessions, like what's going on right now with the wildfires in California. Like a lot of those people have lost all their material possessions, beliefs and ideas, which is massive, and dreams and expectations. So those are different ways you will find that you're having a difficult time letting go. So for me, the most difficult thing letting go of was the death of my mother and my divorce. Difficult time accepting those, difficult time letting go. But I'd argue that they're the things that I learned the most from. So where are you with letting go, and what are you able to let go of, and what are you not able to let go of? And like, what do you need to give yourself more patience with, more kindness with, more grace with? So I have an amazing story about acceptance and letting go. I went to, when I first started meditating and doing breathing and yoga, I went over to my yoga teacher's house. We've been doing it for about 20 plus years. And I was like, I just can't accept this person. Like, he was chopping melon, and I was like, I just can't do it. I feel like a fraud. And he was chopping melon, and he just looked at me and he goes, can you accept that you don't accept? And I just laughed. I laughed out loud. And I've taken that with me ever since then. And I just realized that sometimes I have to accept that I can't accept. I can't accept the situation. And that's what I'm accepting. But by accepting it, then I get to a place where I can accept it. Same with letting go. For me, my mom passing away when I was a child, I held on to that so long. It was my story. Talk about beliefs and ideas. I just held it. It was I could work it into any sentence. Like, oh, you went and got hamburger and French fries today? Oh my God, my mother ate hamburgers and French fries one day. She died. I could work it into anything, and it became like my identity. I didn't even know it really till I did my 12 steps. And then when I did my 12 steps, I realized like how much I was leaning on that. And the gentleman who so graciously has helped me through the steps, and we've been talking every day for almost 6 years now, every week. is that, you become this identity, we become this belief, we become this thing that we think we are, and we don't even know it a lot of the times. A lot of the beliefs and ideas we have, the stories we tell, we don't even know we're doing it. So becoming aware of, where are you? What are you unable to let go of? Is it something from the past? Is it a mere material possession? Is it a relationship? Is it something somebody said to you? I had a family member that didn't talk to another family member for 13 and a half years because of something that happened at a wedding. Just one thing, and they didn't speak for 13 and a half years. And I'm not saying that words can't be hurtful and these things can be so impactful, but when we actually forgive, and that's something you really learn a lot in the 12 steps, is you get peace. And that's the outcome of this, is that you get peace of mind. You get peace in the moment. You get to experience more of now. Instead of being so caught in the past, you can be more in the present. It's not condoning, but when you're accepting and letting go of things, you can live more now. What was the person thinking? What kind of state of mind were they? What stresses were they under? What beliefs and ideas were they living through? What times were they living through? What happened to them? There's so many things you consider about the other person. But for yourself, if you can practice being aware and letting go and acceptance, it's incredible. But also have patience and kindness and grace to know that maybe you can't accept. Maybe you can't let go. So you're going to accept that you can't accept. You're going to let go of wanting to let go. And those could be some of the greatest gifts you've ever given yourself. And not only can you get peace, you can reduce suffering, because some of it's just all you can feel is suffering. And then you can create a space when you accept that you can't accept and you let go of wanting to let go. You can create a space for miracles. There's no other way to put it. And I honestly believe a lot of my life right now is a miracle. I referenced in the last video with my dad. And we have the best relationship. It's not like our relationship was horrible, but I just at some level was always blaming him for something, which was ridiculous. And then I did my steps and I just realized, he's an incredible man who has done an incredible job, who's had so many maladies in life, and he just has shown up over and over again with so much love. Did he make mistakes? Sure. But who doesn't? And who am I to hold him accountable for that? And I love him so much now, and I feel so blessed that I have him in my life and our relationship. So what gift could you get? What gift could you receive if you start letting go and accepting? And if you practice letting go of letting go, or accepting that you can't accept, what miracle can come in that open space when you let go of some of that suffering and allow some more of that grace to come in? Knowing that it's going to take its time, not your time. Like the seasons, they're going to come. You just can't make it sunny now. You can't make it summer. It's winter right now. So just be aware of that. And there's a beautiful quote I'd like to read from a book called The Gene Keys to end this video off. It says, "In this sense, true lightness can be seen as the letting go of the need to escape desire itself." So I hope this helped. Just give yourself a little patience, kindness. Just know things take time, and something could be still in your mind from 30 years ago, and that's okay. It's completely normal. And know that it might be the one thing that is going to unlock all of the learning for you, is that one piece of acceptance or letting go. But know it takes time and patience and kindness with yourself and others, practicing forgiveness and letting it take its own time. So I hope this helped. Leave some comments if you would like to know what some other videos you'd like to see. I have some ideas of ones I'm going to do coming up. I hope you like this, share this if you liked it, leave a comment, subscribe, all those good things. And I hope that you got some benefit from this and that you're able to feel that acceptance and letting go is internal, but it changes everything external. But sometimes you need to accept that you can't accept, and you need to let go of letting go. And that very mechanism will allow miracles and grace to flow.